Welcome to our India News Hour. Human errors cause almost 90% of data breaches. So, do we need a human firewall? We saw global disruption at an unprecedented scale. It was a whole new journey of learning to discover the limits to which we could push technology. As millions of workers, students and professionals were forced to log in from home, cybersecurity took on a whole new meaning. Lack of cybersecurity in home networks increasingly made organizational security vulnerable, creating new opportunities for cybercriminals. As remote and hybrid working models continue to be the norm, the threat from cybercriminals will continue to loom large. The top 5 drivers resulting in unintentional insider threats include social engineering, fear exploitation, whaling, threat hijacking, and spear phishing. Human errors cause almost 90% of data breaches. So, even if you have a robust cybersecurity infrastructure in place, such as a next-generation firewall, the lack of skilled cybersecurity professionals can leave a significant gap in your cybersecurity initiatives. This gap can then be easily exploited by cybercriminals to carry out a data breach or other cyber attacks. And with cybersecurity attacks getting more sophisticated by the day, the need to have a skilled cybersecurity team becomes even more critical. In 2021, there will be more innovative phishing lures designed to trick users and make attacks harder to identify. The prospects of continued social isolation has encouraged people to share more personal information online, which cybercriminals can weaponize. New fears will be used to drive people to open malicious emails, that is, whether it is vaccines, financial concerns related to the lockdown, and any political instability. Let's look into today's headlines in Our India. PM Modi to launch vaccination drive on January 16th. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will launch the pan-India rollout of COVID-19 vaccine drive on January 16th at 10:30 a.m. via video conferencing. It will be the world's largest vaccination program covering the entire length and breadth of the country. A total of 3,006 session sites across all states and UTs will be virtually connected during the launch. Around 100 beneficiaries will be vaccinated at each session site on the inaugural day. Cabinet approves procurement of 83 light combat aircraft stages from HAL for Indian Air Force. The Union Cabinet met under the chairmanship of Prime Minister in New Delhi on 13th of January and has approved procurement of 83 LCA Tejas Mk-1A fighter aircrafts. Light combat aircraft Mk-1A variant is an indigenously designed, developed and manufactured state-of-the-art modern 4+ generation fighter aircraft. This aircraft is equipped with critical operational capabilities of active electronically scanned array, that is AESA radar, beyond visual range, that is BVR missile, electronic warfare, that is EW suite, and air-to-air refueling, that is AAR, would be a potent platform to meet the operational requirements of Indian Air Force. UBS to invest $400 million in Paytm. UBS is in talks to invest $400 million in Paytm by buying the stake in the company. UBS is negotiating the purchase of Paytm stocks from a group of the Indian fintech company's employees. Sources said China's Ant Financial has a 30% stake in Paytm, although rumors abound that the Chinese giant is about to cash in its holdings due to rising political tensions between the two countries. Why only Indians have to share data with Facebook but not Europeans? Facebook-controlled WhatsApp has about 2 billion users globally. The updated policies are not applicable for European nations, whereas it is applicable for Indians. With this strengthened policies, WhatsApp is going to lose about 100 million customers, whereas it has 400 million users at present. Sources from the government say, we are closely examining the situation. The officials said the government can change the intermediary guidelines if necessary, as framing of the guidelines are in the final stages. The company says we do not keep logs of who is messaging or calling. However, the mobile operator stores this information. We believe that keeping these records for 2 billion users would be both a privacy and equal security risk. Sources said the new policy changes will also impact WhatsApp Pay adoption in the country. Telegram founder to raise debt funds with the app's unexpected growth. With the speculations of WhatsApp to lose 100 million users in India, many are moving towards either Telegram or Signal. Telegram now serves more than 500 million active users. More than 25 million new users joined the platform in the previous 72 hours alone. Major influxes also came from Asia, Europe and Latin America as per the reports. It is looking for about $1 billion as it prepares to launch prepaid services. Also, it will launch countless new features and welcome billions of new users. Intel brings hardware-based ransomware detection in its 11th Gen vPro chips. Intel announces its new range of business and gaming notebooks with the new 11th Gen vPro and X series processors. This new 11th Gen Intel vPro platform for business notebooks is set to deliver the industry's highest performance with improved hardware-based security as well as artificial intelligence threat detection against ransomware and crypto mining attacks. The chips also have the feature of Intel Control Flow Enforcement technology to help shut down an entire class of attacks that long evaded software-only solutions. Lenovo announces series of next-gen Ryzen-powered laptops. Lenovo has unveiled a slew of laptops that utilize AMD's next-generation mobile Ryzen processors, including 3 new gaming laptops from its Legion gaming product line and 2 ThinkBook laptops in CES 2021. The gaming laptops comes with various models such as the Legion 7, Legion 5 Pro and the Legion Slim 7 will use the latest AMD Ryzen 9 mobile processors as well as NVIDIA GeForce RTX graphics, which will allow users to apply ray tracing. The 2 ThinkBook devices will also use AMD Ryzen mobile processors. Dark market shutdown and operator gets arrested. The authorities from 7 countries including Germany, Australia, Denmark, Moldova, Ukraine, the United Kingdom that is the National Crime Agency, the USA that is DEA, FBI and IRS and Europol have jointly taken down Dark Market, one of the largest darknet marketplaces. The action was taken after the marketplace's alleged operator was arrested in Germany. According to Europol, Dark Market had almost 5 lakhs users and more than 2,400 sellers. It had over 3,20,000 transactions with more than 4,650 Bitcoin and 12,800 Monero transferred. Tesla to enter India with just 3 models at the beginning to test the soil. Tesla is all set to start its operations in India by registering its office in Bengaluru. Nitin Gadkari, Minister for Road Transport and Highways, has reportedly confirmed that Tesla is indeed coming to India in 2021. Additionally, Gadkari has said that the first lot of cars that will be sold in India by Tesla will be sold as completely built-up units. Tesla CEO Elon Musk has confirmed the company's plans to enter the Indian market within days of the electric vehicle market registering its arm in the country. India tops in the ransomware payout globally. As millions of people are spending more time indoors and online amid the COVID-19 outbreak, the year 2021 is expected to bring new records. There has been a sharp increase in the number of ransomware attacks on Indian organizations, and what that the ransomware kitty has also witnessed a spike. This spike in malicious activity coincides with a shift in social engineering tactics, that is, instead of using COVID-19 information to trick users, criminals used coronavirus-related school updates and job listings. However, the report says the amount has gone out of India during this ransomware attack. Summing up, the US Department of Homeland Security's Computer Emergency Readiness Team, that is CERT, notified Equifax about the vulnerability affecting certain versions of Apache's trucks. They sent them an email notification regarding the same. The organization's IT team, however, failed to identify and fix the vulnerability. This vulnerability was exploited by a hacker who gained access to Equifax's system for more than a month. If the organization had a skilled cybersecurity team, the vulnerability could have been fixed at the earliest, saving them from the incurred damages. Now the question is, how do you identify and close the security skills gap currently present in your organization? The answer is not only have a state-of-the-art cybersecurity solution, but also to have a human firewall in place. The first component for bridging the cybersecurity skills gap and building a strong foundation for a human firewall is assessing the employee's current cybersecurity awareness. You can carry out this process by conducting baseline testings. That is, baseline testing involves simulating phishing and other types of cyber attacks to see how employees respond to them. This will help you discover the employee's strengths and weaknesses and give you a clear idea of what areas need improvement. Until you have a clear understanding of the gaps in your current cybersecurity protection, you would not be able to take the correct future steps. Building a strong human firewall to bridge the cybersecurity skills gap requires a lot of training and practice, which can cause organizations to abandon the process midway. Let's find out for the day, but do not forget to like, share, comment and subscribe to War India News Magazine. You can download the War India app from Google Play Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.